What is up, people? I've decided to do another vlog, and I think I'm gonna call this one "Living Life" as say a video version of my actual written blog. Now, I don't know really what to talk about off the top of my head, but I can speak about relationships for one thing. It's been a major dream of mine, and I don't know, it just ties in with my absolute dream of getting married someday. And right now I'm in a relationship, so I fully intend to get married someday to that beautiful person. So where do I begin? Looking at my past experiences, I'm not going to class in college or school or whatever. I'm just going to go more recent. So I'm just going to talk about my ventures at university. So this stemmed out from nights out and seeing girls at night and not talking to them because I was too darn shy. One time, I went to this great club called C103. One of the best clubs in Plymouth. Or, well, was one of the best clubs in Plymouth, because on Wednesdays they did this thing where they did different genres of music. In one room they did punk, rock, main room they did chart music, there's a smoking area, and then in the other room next to the main room was hip hop and R&B, because you know me, I love hip hop and R&B, and it's easy to dance to and stuff, and it's nice and slow, and it was a lot of fun. So now, rejections were unbelievable. I can't even count how many rejections I had. Last time I counted up to 15, maybe. I'm not bragging or anything, it's just something that I observed during my years at university. And I don't know, I mean, the projections that were there was say half as much as when I find something about them that I don't really like, or something like they smoke, or I don't know, it's various reasons. I'm not going to go into those private details. And I got absolutely sick of it for those 2 years. I mean, the reason why I didn't find any girl was because, I don't know, long distance was a major part in that. I didn't want to take in any long distance or whatever. After the second year, I was going to go back to South Africa, where my home is. And yeah, hopefully it would be a nice start of something new. Now I haven't seen my family for 14 years, and that was the major reason why I went back home. And also to work during my placement year, because that's why I went back home, of course. So, yeah, I worked with sharks for 3 months. In the last 3 months I worked with cheetahs predominantly, and all other game reserve animals such as impala, kudu, rhino, leopards, buffalo, anything that you can think of, zebra, wildebeest, whatever. So that was my placement year, and I met a lot of girls from all over the world, I have to say. USA, South America, so Brazil, Argentina, Peru, met a couple of Europeans as well, Germans, Spanish, Italian people, I mean the list goes on. So like I said, initially I avoided long distance relationships because I did not want to be in one at all. I mean, you know, you're always talking on Skype, or you're always texting each other, you're always calling each other. I mean, there might be time zone differences here and there. And looking at other people that I saw in my life, I mean, I did not want to do that. So, even though I met loads of girls last year, I didn't want to be in a relationship because, you know, they lived overseas, you know, some even thousands of miles away, so, what can you do? But I realized that it was a major component in being in a long distance relationship, and because I did not want to be in a relationship with long distance, I did not get in a relationship with anyone, and that really hampered my, my dream into getting married someday. So I came back with a refreshed mindset from my placement year, and I have to say, I mean, I learned a lot of things, and because those people lived overseas, I realized that you had to be in a relationship where there would be long distance, no matter how long it is, or how long the distance is. So I felt ready for a relationship after the placement year, I have to say. Yeah, I realised in comparison to back home, England is a very small country. I mean, it's so easy to go from one place to the next, go on the train, by car, or by coach, or by plane even, if you need. And yeah, that brought me back to square one. The final year began, dissertation writing began, and I was out of social life practice. I mean, I don't dislike that whatsoever. I mean, I was with my family, and it was absolutely fantastic. And those are the people, wonderful, wonderful people who I was with for most of the year. Shyness came back with a force, though. I'm telling you, I was so shy, unbelievable. So I realised that got me nowhere, and I needed some courage, and then I had to swallow up some courage, and then throughout the beginning of the year, and from then on, so say October 2013, from then on, things started happening. I mean, for my brother Krishna, I mean, things always happen for that dude, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, towards the start of the year, I saw a girl that I was interested in a couple of years ago. I never really, you know, kind of spoke to her or anything because she had a boyfriend and everything, and I didn't want to, I don't know, how do you say, intrude or whatever. So we went out for a while and asked for a phone number. Then I asked her out, and after a while, I don't know, she said that it would be best to remain friends. Are you telling me is that society's definition of being friend-zoned? So then came November, December. I mean, it was cold, windy, it was rainy, it was very stormy as well, where I live. And I got invited to a house party by a brother, Italian brother, fratello, and he invited me to a house party, and that's where he introduced me to a lady, and let it begin again. After the house party, meeting her and having a conversation with her, I mean, it was good. Nice, simple introductions, what she's interested in, what she does at university. She's also a final year student. And yeah, kind of kicked off from there, really. I saw her again a couple of days later, or weeks later, I'm not sure, it was all foggy in my mind. And I was with the same brother, and we went to a university club, the student union, and well, I saw her there. Was an amazing surprise, great to see her again, and guess what? The shyness kicked in. As the night progressed, I mean, I saw her, say I saw her every 10 minutes, so I see her a couple of minutes, we go off. 10 minutes later I see her somewhere else, and then we go off. That happened throughout the night towards the end, and it was cool, but then I saw that sign and I thought, bro, maybe you need to ask for her number. But then the dreaded question that did me no good for 2 years came up in my mind, and me and my direct self had the urge to ask, and again, shyness kicked in. So I saw her, say, in the middle section of the student union, and she was talking to someone. Alex went off somewhere, and I stood there thinking, okay, bro, you gotta do this. It wasn't really you gotta do this, do it, bro, but it was more of along the lines of swallowing up some courage and asking the question, you know. So I was like, do you have a boyfriend? She said no, and then I was like, I didn't show this, but I was like, yes, guilty. So then I had to calm down, and I then asked for a cell phone number, because, you know, that's how you kind of begin something. In terms of conversation, you get to know someone, and that's what your phone is for, communication. It didn't work out though in the end, for a couple of reasons. I mean, the lady lives overseas, and I don't know, I mean, this one time she just never replied. And I didn't really see a future because of the fact that she lived overseas as well, so yeah. Back to square one. My hope was down, man, my hope was down. I mean, picture a suit of armor, a shield and a sword. The suit of armor is dented, there's holes. Sword is serrated, it was broken. The shield is no longer because it was disintegrated. Bro, I mean, the battlefield was deadly. I mean, I was bruised and battered. So that was my hope. So it was down, I was at an all-time low. I mean, I was on the verge of giving up completely and not even trying anymore. What I needed now was a miracle. I was praying for a miracle. And well, what happens in the next few days was definitely a miracle. During the last couple of days or weeks of January 2014, I saw a girl. She was very cute and very beautiful. And I don't know, I never really spoke to her. And you know why? Shyness. So I said hello to her on, say, during the last few days of January, say, I think after my birthday, or just before my birthday. And come the 2nd of February, I actually spoke to her for the very first time. That's my definition of meeting someone. You speak to them and have a conversation with them for the first time. I'm not really a hello, nice to meet you. I don't know, I mean, I don't really class that as meeting someone, because you don't really have a conversation, you just have small talk. So, on the 2nd of February, which was a Sunday, I was talking to some friends, and yeah, after the conversation ended, I was on my own, and the beautiful lady was behind me when I turned around and saw who it was. And that's when we had our first conversation in person, and it was really nice. Don't remember the details exactly, but what I do remember is that the beautiful lady invited me to her place for some pizza with our friends, so that was cool. I saw that as an initial opportunity to, you know, get to know her more, speak to her more, etc, etc. Group settings, that's a whole nother topic to talk about when you are with a girl that you're interested in, and I don't know, maybe that's a whole nother video log. So, later that night, I got invited to a WhatsApp group by my friend Grace. Initially I thought, you could do this on WhatsApp? Groups. I mean, if I knew this before, I could have talked to, like, you know, my cousins back home or something, you know? Would have been easier. But that kind of takes out the privacy of a conversation. So, the people that were invited to the lady's place for some pizza were in that group, and the lady herself was in that group. I didn't know because it was just random numbers, so I had to ask who was who. I mean, this app is great. I mean, this app just keeps on giving. So people were talking about, you know, how they needed to sleep early because they had to wake up for work or uni the next morning, or they may have a deadline. I don't know the details. I was the one that said, oh well, I'm watching the internship and I'm eating grapes, even though I should be sleeping and be waking up early for the next morning to start my new module, Zoo Business Management. After the group combo ended, I got a private message, well, a message from one person, and I saw that it was the lady herself, and she said, shh, I love grapes too. And then she, I don't know, put the sleeping Zeds on. And that was the start of something amazing. I mean, we talked day after day, the messages got longer and longer, and it was just absolutely amazing and refreshing. My hope levels went like from here, and it gradually went up the more we spoke, which was incredible. Usually my Februaries are absolutely boring. I mean, nothing happened. Valentine's Day is an actual drag as well. But meeting this lady, I mean, February 2014 was the best February I've ever had in my whole life. and the beginning of 2014 in general as well, excluding the first 3 weeks of January, possibly. And all the way until the 8th of March, we became official. So the lady who invited me to her house for pizza is now my wonderful, beautiful girlfriend, who I'm seeing today, actually, later, come 5:30 or something. So the past has taught me a lot. I mean, you do need a lot of courage to talk to girls. I mean, shyness has no place, otherwise it will get you nowhere, to be honest. I learned that the hard way, and I've always wondered why things never happen. Be honest and direct though. I mean, honesty is the key. I'm telling you, directness, honesty and truth, it's incredible, it's incredible. I recommend you do it. I'm sure my buddy Krishna will back me up on that one. Right, Brown? Yeah? Speaking of Krishna as well, the man went through a hell of a lot. I'm not going into the details. I mean, since we met, I mean, the dude has been through a lot, and yeah, I'm sure the man can tell you various stories. I will not speak of them on this video because the man has asked me not to. So, nice one. My other brother Tom as well, since I met him, say in my first year, so I think 4 years ago, he's been through a lot as well, and I'm sure he would like to tell you too. I don't know about you guys. I mean, what are your relationship experiences and things like that? I mean, everyone is different. That's what I learned as well recently. Everybody is different. Their journeys are different, and things like that. And I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Well, yeah, this is my first video log, and well, second video log. It's not just random, it has a topic of conversation. Earlier in the video I mentioned the written blog that I was writing, Living Life Day by Day. Check out the link in the description below, and I don't know, follow me on Twitter, maybe. Also in the description box below. And I don't know, hopefully you'll have a good day, and maybe I'll make some more video logs. I don't know if it'll be every day, but I'll definitely make them regular. So peace, adios, and sayonara. Have a good day, and live well.